You might think your bathroom habits are just boring, routine, something you don't need to pay attention to. But what if I told you that the color, shape, or even the frequency of your stool could actually be sending you a warning signal, one you cannot afford to ignore? For men over 50, this isn't just about minor digestive issues or something that comes with aging. This could be an early sign of something far more serious, colorectal cancer. And here's the thing, it often shows up in ways that are subtle, easy to dismiss, and frankly, a little embarrassing to talk about. Maybe you've noticed your stool is narrower than usual, or perhaps there's a change in color, darker, lighter, or streaked with blood. Maybe you feel like you're not fully emptying, or you've been running to the bathroom more than normal. Most guys shrug it off, chalk it up to diet or stress, and move on. But the truth is, ignoring these signs can be costly. Early detection dramatically increases your chances of treatment success, but you have to know what to look for. Today, I'm going to break down exactly what changes in your stool could be red flags, why they happen, and what steps you can take right now to protect yourself. You'll see that paying attention to these signs isn't just about fear, it's about empowerment. By the end of this video, you'll know the simple, practical ways to monitor your digestive health and the one critical habit that could literally save your life. Stick around because what I'm about to show you could make the difference between catching a problem early and finding out too late. It's uncomfortable, it's real, and it's something every man over 50 needs to hear. So why do these changes in your stool happen in the first place? To put it simply, your stool is like a daily report card from your digestive system. What you see in the bathroom reflects what's going on inside your colon, rectum, and sometimes even your liver. When something is off, say the stool becomes unusually thin, streaked with blood, or darker than normal, it's your body's way of sending a signal that something isn't right. Think of it like the check engine light in your car. You wouldn't ignore that, so why ignore a warning from your body? As we age, the risk of colorectal cancer increases, especially for men over 50. Tumors or growths in the colon can partially block the passage of stool, which is why it can appear thinner than usual or feel like it's getting stuck. Blood can appear in your stool if there's irritation, inflammation, or bleeding somewhere along your digestive tract. It may not always be painful, which is what makes it tricky. Many men assume no pain, no problem, but the truth is the absence of discomfort doesn't mean you're safe. Research shows that early-stage colorectal cancer often doesn't cause dramatic symptoms, but subtle changes like the ones we're talking about can appear months or even years in advance. Other factors can contribute too, like diet, hydration, or medications, but persistent changes should never be ignored. Even something as simple as color shifts from light brown to dark, almost black, or unusually pale can hint at liver or bile duct issues that deserve attention. Understanding the why behind these signs helps take away the fear and replaces it with actionable awareness. It's not about panicking every time you see a small change. It's about learning to recognize patterns and knowing when to act. In the next part, I'll show you exactly what to look for, how to monitor these changes, and what steps you can take to protect your health before it's too late. Now let's get into the part that really matters, the solution. The good news is, there's a lot you can do to take control of your digestive health, spot warning signs early, and support your body naturally. First, let's talk about monitoring. Think of it as creating your own stool radar. Every day, pay attention to the shape, color, and consistency of your bowel movements. You don't need to obsess over every detail, but taking a mental note or even keeping a small log can make a huge difference. Look for changes like narrower stools, streaks of blood, unusual colors, or persistent diarrhea or constipation. If something looks off for more than a couple of days, it's worth getting checked. The key is consistency. Your body has a rhythm, and once you know you're normal, deviations become easier to spot. Next, let's talk diet. Fiber is your best friend. Men over 50 often struggle with slow digestion, and a fiber-rich diet keeps stool moving smoothly. Think fresh vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, and whole grains. Try adding a colorful salad or a small bowl of berries each morning. Your gut will thank you. Fiber works like a broom, sweeping out toxins and helping prevent buildup that could stress your colon. Hydration is just as important. Water keeps everything moving, so aim for at least 8 cups a day. If plain water feels boring, herbal teas or sparkling water work too. Now, here's a practical trick that many men overlook: timing. The body naturally has peak digestive periods, often in the morning after a warm drink or breakfast. This is the perfect window to pay attention to your stool habits and make sure you're not forcing anything. Avoid holding it in, because ignoring the signal can stress the colon over time. Exercise also plays a big role. Gentle movement stimulates your digestive system. A 20-minute walk after meals, light stretching, or even core exercises can help maintain regularity. Think of it as giving your colon a gentle wake-up call. If you want to go a step further, probiotics can support a healthy gut microbiome. Yogurt, kefir, or fermented foods like kimchi and sauerkraut introduce beneficial bacteria that help maintain balance. And for those looking for extra support, certain natural supplements like soluble fiber powders can smooth things out without harsh laxatives. Finally, don't underestimate listening to your body. If you notice persistent changes, subtle blood, or discomfort, don't brush it off. Early action saves lives. Schedule a checkup with your doctor and discuss the changes honestly. They deal with this every day, and catching a problem early is far easier than waiting for it to become serious. By combining awareness, diet, hydration, movement, and occasional supplementation, you can support your digestive system naturally and catch potential problems before they become emergencies. It's about building habits that protect you and give peace of mind. Imagine knowing that every time you go to the bathroom, you're not just checking off a routine, you're actively looking out for your health. That's empowerment. Now that you know what to do, let's talk about what not to do, because some common mistakes can completely undo the benefits we just discussed. First, don't ignore persistent changes. Men often say, it's probably just stress or something I ate, and move on. Don't be that guy. Changes that last more than a few days deserve attention. Early detection is everything, and brushing off red flags is a gamble you don't want to take. Second, don't rely solely on over-the-counter laxatives. Sure, they can provide temporary relief, but using them regularly masks the problem and can actually harm your gut over time. Your goal is healthy, consistent bowel movements, not quick fixes. Instead, focus on natural strategies: fiber, hydration, movement, and probiotics. Another mistake is inconsistent monitoring. If you only check occasionally, subtle but important patterns can slip through the cracks. Treat your stool like a health report. Keep mental notes or even a small journal so you know what's normal for you. That way, when something deviates, you'll catch it early. Don't underestimate medication interactions either. Many men over 50 are on blood pressure meds, cholesterol drugs, or painkillers, which can affect digestion and stool appearance. If you notice changes after starting a new medication, talk to your doctor rather than ignoring it. Finally, don't delay doctor visits out of embarrassment or fear. Yes, talking about stool isn't glamorous, but doctors have seen it all. Being honest with your healthcare provider can be life-saving. Remember, the goal isn't to stress you out, it's to empower you to take control before a minor change turns into a major problem. Avoiding these mistakes makes your monitoring and preventive strategies far more effective. Think of it like maintaining a car. You wouldn't skip oil changes, ignore warning lights, or use the wrong fuel. Your body deserves the same attention and care, especially after 50. By steering clear of these common errors, you maximize your chances of staying healthy, energetic, and in control. Let's wrap this up and make it simple. Today we covered something most men over 50 don't want to think about: stool changes that could signal colorectal cancer. You learned how to monitor your bathroom habits like a pro, why these changes happen, and the natural steps you can take to protect your digestive health: fiber, hydration, movement, probiotics, and mindful timing. You also saw the common mistakes to avoid, like ignoring persistent changes, relying on laxatives, or delaying doctor visits. The key takeaway? Awareness is power. When you know you're normal, deviations become warning signals, and catching problems early can literally save your life. Here's a challenge for you. For the next week, pay close attention to your bowel movements every day. Notice the shape, color, and consistency. Keep a small note or mental checklist. Combine that with one small change. Add an extra serving of vegetables, drink a bit more water, or take a 20-minute walk after meals. At the end of the week, Review what you observed. Did you notice any patterns or changes? This simple experiment gives you control and insight into your digestive health, and it's something you can continue long term. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed subtle changes in your stool but weren't sure what to do? Drop a comment below. Your story might help someone else recognize a red flag early. And if you found this video helpful, don't just leave it. Hit the like button, share it with a friend or family member over 50, and subscribe so you won't miss the next video packed with practical, natural strategies for men's health and performance. Save this video too, so you can reference these tips anytime. Your health is worth the attention, and by taking small, consistent steps, you're investing in a longer, stronger, more energetic life.